We didn't leave our corporate jobs to work from home to work all day every day. So what we are going to be talking about today is how to take a vacation or a week off when you work from home. How to take a week off when you work from home. Anybody that works from home knows you could very likely always be working. Okay, let's just be clear, okay? First things first, subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe, you like this video, you comment on the video. Make sure you do all of those things, you guys, because I think we can all agree, if you've watched me more than once, everyone needs to hear this stuff. Everyone on the planet needs to hear this stuff, okay, you guys? And so whenever you engage in a video like this, what you're doing is you're pushing it up on the algorithm so other people can be blessed by it as well, okay, you guys? So again, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when new videos come on, like, comment, engage, share, do all of the things, okay, you guys? So again, as we get into it, how to take a week off when you work from home. Here we go. Do you have your notepads? Because let's get at it. This is going to be good for people. Whenever I first started working from home, it was super easy for me to just work all day long. I'm a type A personality. Hi, if we've met, you already know this. I'm a type A personality, so I'm just like, I could go, always, right? On work and on strategy and building business, and like it's my thing I like to do for fun. So I literally could do it all day long, okay? Well, whenever you're doing things like that all day long, the thing is, you don't really take a vacation and you don't really have downtime, okay? Which is why I talk about time blocking so much, you guys. And actually what that does is it sets boundaries for me and myself, so I don't end up just working all day long every day, okay? But what we're gonna talk about now is actually taking a vacation. And this works for anything. This works for summer vacation. This works for the holidays. This works for any time that you are planning on taking a week off. We didn't leave our corporate jobs to work from home to work all day every day. We still need to take breaks. We need to take vacations, and we're going to talk today about how you organize that and how you actually make that happen in your life. Okay, you guys? From somebody who's done it wrong and then has done it right. Okay, that's what I got. That's what I got for you. I got trial and error. Okay, so you don't have to go through it. Number one, front load your to-dos for the previous week, okay? This takes a little forethought. So what you do is you front load your to-do list for the previous week. So everything, let's just look at my stuff for next week, because next week I'm taking a vacation. So all of my tasks and all of my to-do things that I should be doing next week, I'm doing them all this week. So does it make this week a little bit heavier, like a little bit more more tasks than next week? Yeah, sure. That's math. You know, that's easy math, right? But I take everything that I was going to do next week and I do it this week instead. Okay? And those are, if you want to, I don't do this, but if you want to, you can pre-post on social media and stuff like that. I don't pre-post ever. The reason that I don't pre-post is because I'm always very in the moment. When you see social media posts from me, it's literally what I was just thinking about. So like, you know, that thought just came out of my head and went, that's kind of how it goes. But, so that's just a communication thing for me. That's not really work or a task. But, if you were going to write some blog posts next week, go ahead and write them this week. Okay. Get all of your tasks, if you have, like, so if you are a freelancer or something like that and you have client work to do, make sure you get that done this week so you don't have to focus on it or even worry about it next week. Like, set up a thing for your email, you know, an out of office, like, hey, I'm hanging with the family this week. Hey, I'm taking some downtime this week. I'll be reaching back out to you, whatever the next week is, right? Whatever the next Monday is. So whenever people email you, they automatically get the autoresponder where it lets them know that you're going to be out of the office. We've all received those from people, right? It's time for us to start doing them. Okay? Start actually doing this for yourself, you guys. All right? So front load all of the to-do stuff for the previous week, or for this week, the week before your vacation. Now, here we get into the good stuff. Okay, you guys? Use vacation as inspiration time. Okay? I feel like there's an overarching idea that having the week off of work means that you don't think about what you do for a living. I think that's impossible. And especially whenever what you do for a living, like if you're an HBR and you're showing up in service and you love people and like this is what you're doing for your job, right? If that's what you're doing, then you're not going to be able to just stop thinking about it because you still want to be in service. Okay? So what you use this week for, this is where you give yourself so much grace. Okay? Because what you're going to use this week for is really allowing inspiration to come. This is your quiet time. This is your time where you're being given ideas and listening to ideas and paying attention to the things that are going off in your head. And what you do, you guys, is you just put it down on a notebook, okay? You just write it out. All right, write out what your different inspirations are. Write out the things that you're thinking about. Man, I would love to do this. I would love to do this. I would love to show up in this way. Write it out. And if the inspiration is striking to a point where you even have bullet points and can wireframe it out. A wireframe is a rough outline, basically, you guys. I use the word wireframe a lot, and I think that people are like, what is she talking about? It's just an outline. It's basically an outline. Written outline. So if your inspiration is striking so much that you want to actually write further about what this idea is that you just were inspired to do, then do that. Roll with inspiration. This isn't a time to do tasks or to-do list stuff, but it is a time to roll with inspiration. Because whenever we have downtime, you guys, we get inspiration. Does anybody ever wonder why you always get so many fantastic ideas when you're in the shower? My take on that, you guys, aside from water being something that is just a great conduit anyway, but aside from that, you guys, it's our downtime. Nobody's with us in the shower. Nobody's asking us to make them breakfast in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our downtime. It's our me time. So let's treat our week of vacation the same way and allow the inspiration to come. And whenever it comes, make sure that you write it down. If you don't have a notebook, grab a notebook. Okay? But this is what you're going to be doing. So allow the inspiration to come. Also, give your mind some things to work on. So this is neuroplasticity. This is like a way that neuroplasticity works, okay? You can look up the word later if you want. What you're going to do is you're going to give your mind something to work on. And so maybe you want to create a group coaching for next year. Maybe maybe right now you're already thinking like, I really want to be able to show up in this way next year. Maybe you're an HBR and there's a certain income stream that you're really looking at and you're like, I would love to do that, right? Then think about that and just let your brain go. Let your mind go with it, let your inspiration come, but set the intention. This is what I need to work on. This is the thing that I would like to have solidified by the beginning of the year or after the week or whatever. Allow your brain to have something to work on. Give it a job. Seriously, you guys, you may be like, what? Just do it. Just do it and see what happens. Okay. That's where miracles start happening, you guys. You give your brain a job. Okay, here's the way that I want to show up. I have no idea what that looks like. I'm going to let you work on this, right? And it's your brain, but really it's God, right? That's going to work on this, and then you're going to be given the inspiration. But you have to say, like, this is the thing I want to do, right? Here's how I want to show up. Here's how I want to serve. What does that look like? And then allow inspiration to come. Okay, you guys? All right. Vacation doesn't mean not evolving and growing. It's just not doing tasks. So I've already addressed this earlier. It does not mean you shut everything down and don't do anything. It means you don't work, okay? It means that you're not doing client work. It means that you're not answering emails for other people. It means like that you're taking a break from outside stuff and you're just chilling with your family. You're relaxing, you're having fun, you're adding this balance into your life, but you're still being inspired. So don't forget that part, and don't make it wrong, okay? If you start getting inspired and then you think, "Oh, I'm not supposed to work this week." You're making it wrong. Don't make it wrong. Write down the inspiration. Don't ever not write down inspiration. Okay, guys? Love you so much. Don't ever just let inspiration go. It is there for a reason. Okay? We are given the desires of our heart for a reason. Do not let it go. Okay? Next, schedule self-care and downtime. Schedule a massage. Schedule whatever it is that you want to schedule, right? Whatever is going to give you, I was going to say respite, but whatever is going to give you the filling up of your cup again, right? Maybe it's just setting aside an hour to go somewhere and read. Maybe that's it, right? Maybe you go to the beach by yourself. Whatever it is, you guys, maybe it's just taking a nap. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Again, no judgment. Let's not judge the things that we do based on what other people do. This is our life. We're living it the way we want to live it, and there is no right or wrong, okay? Whenever it comes to how we take care of ourselves. I mean, I guess there could be wrong, but I don't feel like any of you guys would be doing that. Anyway, so make sure that you're going ahead and you're scheduling, like I schedule massages. That for me is my downtime. I also receive a ton of inspiration whenever I get massages. I got a massage, funny story, real quick. I got a massage on Saturday night, and I have a notebook that I always walk around with, like this notebook in my purse, right? Little tiny, it's like a little one, okay? And I was getting so much inspiration, and it was an 1.5-hour massage, that I almost even said to the massage lady, like, massage therapist, I almost said to her, like, can you grab my notebook out of my purse? Because I wanted to like write stuff down. And then I was like, no, Martha, you're going to remember, it's going to be fine, right? But do those things that then allow you to bring in inspiration, right? Okay. And last thing, tell your people. Tell your people if you're going to be taking a break, all right? So people in groups, people on your team, let people know that you're going to be taking a break so it's not a surprise to them, okay? Like for my coaching groups, I let them know that next week is like a bye week, right? That we're all, and this is because like A, I'm taking a break, but B, I want all of them to take a break, right? I want everybody to collectively take a breather, okay? And so I let them know that there's not going to be group coaching next week and that sort of thing. Now, am I still going to be doing lives? Absolutely 100% yes. Because that's not a task. That's like I said to you guys before, like I'm going to talk regardless. I may as well talk on camera. You know what I'm saying? And then am I still going to be doing the 90 days? Yes. I'm going to be posting for the 90 days. And again, that's not really a task for me. That's like, to me, that's just life. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So if you're not already in the group, the Heart-Centered Moms group, the link is in the description of this video. Get over there. I have a 90-day run that turns your side gig into your main gig. Okay, so if that's something that sounds interesting to you, if that's a life that sounds good to you, this is not fluffy. This is not something where it's one of those like sort of watered down challenges where you're like, man, that sure sucked my life right out of me, right? Like, I didn't get anything from that. That was a waste of time. This is not a waste of time. So, anywho, there is that. Jump into that group. That is still going to be happening next week. Aside from that, I'm going to be taking a breather. So I'll be doing lives and I'll be doing those posts. And aside from that, I am taking a breather and I am going to receive inspiration. I am going to chill with my family. I suggest that everybody else does that too. Okay. And again, go through this list. Make sure that you're doing all of these things. Make sure that you get all of your stuff done this week in order to take a vacation next week. All that I want you guys to understand is essentially, you can take a vacation once a month, once a quarter, once a year, however often you want to take a vacation. It's up to you. Just make sure that you set it up properly so it's worth it. Okay, you guys? All right. You guys, if you are not yet in HBR and you hear us all talking about it, here's the deal. HBR is it's where I teach you literally everything that I've done to create my own business, my own multiple income streams from home. We make over 7 figures a month, and I know that sounds crazy, and I don't say it because I'm like, I'm awesome. I'm saying it because it's accessible. I'm saying it because 10 years ago, I was not this girl, okay? I went through a lot of trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and figuring it out. Okay, the figuring it out part is the part that I'm teaching you. And it's the part that nobody else teaches you guys. Nobody else teaches this, okay? It's super inexpensive to do it. What I want for everybody, what I want for every family on the planet is to be able to make their own choices. And making their own choices means that they don't have to do something that they don't want to do, okay? You don't have to go to a job if you don't love it. If you love it, then go to it. But you don't have to if you don't want to, right? You get to make your own choices in life. You get to choose where you go and how you show up and if you live in service and how you give back to the community. These are simply choices we don't have when we don't have the income or the time to be able to do it, and that's real. Okay? So that's what I'm teaching you in HBR is how to live from your soul, how to live from your heart, how to show up in service and create multiple income streams around you and your family in order to do it, okay? Or while you're doing it, all right? And you just so happen to be surrounded with a ton of other people doing exactly the same thing. And everybody has forward momentum and everybody is making changes in their life and everybody is growing. And if you've never been a part of a community like that before, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't not grow in a massive community that is doing nothing but visibly growing every single day. So if you're ready to grow, we need to talk about HBR. What you're going to do is you message my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha, and then you message it the words case study. We're going to have a small chat, see if it's a good fit for you, see if I can help you out. If so, I'm going to invite you in and the rest is history. You'll be talking about this next year as the best thing that you've ever done in your life, and it'll be true.